America is not Mystery Babylon. May 27, 2020 by Anna von Reitz. More mistaken Bible scholars send me repeatedly Hollywood-quality videos about the supposed end of the world and the identities of all the various players that bring about the cataclysm. While their knowledge of the Bible is impressive, their spiritual and logical faculties are not. Chief among them, their fear-mongering and graphic presentation of skeletons and destroyed land and all sorts of nastiness calculated to inspire terror. Also irresponsible fear porn about an EMP attack on America. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid. It is His will that not one shall be lost. And not a hair on their heads shall be harmed. So take that into your considerations and wake up out of your bad dreams. America is no more Mystery Babylon than I am my Aunt Tilly's cat. Mystery Babylon is a secret religion, a mystery school. Its acolytes are all members of a false church fostered by secret societies, which operate as crime syndicates organized as interlocking trust directorates controlling over 700 large corporations worldwide. That is what Mystery Babylon is. It sits upon many waters because its members operate a substantial number of independent, international city-states, including, for example, Vatican City, Westminster, Inner City of London, Washington, D.C., City of New York, City of Rome, the United Nations, etc. All these independent, international city-states act as a bonded cartel, with separate functions, but common interests, and they issue charters for municipal corporations via SERCO's abuse of our delegated powers. SERCO has been running the United States Patent and Trademark Office in our names as a thoroughly criminal municipal government enterprise. The result is that the municipality of Washington, D.C., has created all sorts of subsidiary corporations operated as, for example, London and the UK, and Omaha and the Philippines, ad nauseum, and all of these things made of paper and air, are used to promote fraud and expedite kickbacks to collaborators worldwide. It's the biggest crime syndicate operation in the history of the world. That is what Mystery Babylon is. And yes, all the nations have drunk of the wine of her fornication. So why refer to Mystery Babylon as her and as a queen? Because these pedants worship a profane goddess of ancient origin, who goes by many, many names: Semiramis, Ashtoreth, Ishtar, Ashtar, Astarte, Isis, Cybele, and yes, Columbia. As in District of Columbia. The followers of this goddess use good organizations and people as storefronts to hide their venal activities. They used the Roman Catholic Church as their primary storefront for centuries. They have used the Queen of England. They have used America. They have used the Hebrews. And now, they propose to use the United Nations organization in the same way. They've even used the Freemasons. After all, the Grand Lodge of Paris funded the building and gifting of the Statue of Liberty, a giant idol honoring the great abomination, the mother of all whores, now sitting in New York Harbor. And another Grand Lodge funded the building of the Washington Monument, an absolutely stupendously big phallic symbol, still pointing straight up on the Capitol Mall. Well, you can be offended all you want, but the facts are the facts. These are the symbols of the idolatrous ancient foreign profane religion of Mystery Babylon, squatting on our shores without us being aware of what these things are or what they symbolize. The snide Romans renamed Ishtar and called her Libertas, Liberty. That's what British sailors are still granted when they reach port. They are given liberty, another name for riotous drunkenness, wild sexual rampages and orgies, gambling, fighting, and crime of all kinds. If I were a New Yorker, I'd have Mayor Cuomo by both heels while I whispered, "Please return the gift that the Grand Lodge of Paris sent us." It's really not appropriate for us to have something like that standing as the gateway to our city or our country. And the members of Congress need to be told the same thing about the Washington Monument. Give it back to the Grand Lodge and let them tear it down. George would roll over in his grave and be horrified by such a public celebration of his manhood. It's not appropriate here. Not in America. These blemishes aside, one must grasp the fact that none of these entities are American. They are sitting on our land and soil like barnacles attached to the hull of a ship. They have nothing to do with us or who we are as a country, and you are really underestimating our Father if you think He doesn't know that. As determined as our Creator is to utterly destroy this evil once and for all, He's not angry with us. He knows that most of us are innocent as children and don't even know what these idolatrous monuments are about. What sort of father do you think we have? That you teach that he will destroy us? That you teach against his word, let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid? You would make our father into the likeness of Satan. You insult him by proposing that he will bring vengeance on the innocent and pay back evil unjustly. Such a thing has never been and never will be. So I am calling on all the hellfire and brimstone lot of you out there, to voluntarily repent and recant these errors. Take down these frightening videos. Teach the truth or don't teach at all. Better for you to have remained silent than to be found spreading fear and lies against the living God. Links to Anna's articles and resources can be found in the video description box. Thanks for watching, liking and sharing.